Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
From the gun, it's Carr.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Carr. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll swing this out to Tony. Now he's loose at the 40. Kadarius Toney. Touchdown, Vikings. Kadarius Toney. Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing his car on third down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Carr able to locate his running back, Kamara.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Carr going to throw. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And it's third down. Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
They geared up and took a deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. a real head-scratcher there. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Hey, Kappa. Go.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Swift, 46 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Carr completes it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Carr now on first down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Muscles him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Herbert. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They run out of the gun with Swift. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Open man right side is Tony. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Go.
Now it's Herbert. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Extra point forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop this down to Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Motion left, Cup. On 2nd down, Swift. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. From the 50, here's Herbert. He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Carr now to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Throwing now is Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Carr. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Saints. Jamal Williams. 29 yards.
And the Saints are back within a couple of the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Once again, it's Swift.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The Vikings at 7-4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On second down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw his Carr.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Second and 7.
Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Walton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. To throw, it's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Carr had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now, Carr again.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Zerline's kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Swift. And now off to the races down the right side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have retaken a third quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing his car on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr, escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
93.
Carr now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he ended up putting that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. In motion left goes a tight end.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
85 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Carr. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Baylor Tigers.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Hey, ram. Crowd right. What is it?
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. A little short pass. This is Everett. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Now, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Colin Saunders able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. And quickly, they get to the line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Home troops right.
Herbert off of play action.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a short gain here, down to the 22. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 9.
Again, it's Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
On 3rd down, here's Jones.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing his Carr. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Zerline now for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
12. Let's go.
Throwing, Herbert. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that can finish things off for them.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by Tony. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here's Herbert.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but now it's third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
21. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. What can Carr do now with his drive? They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st down, Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Net score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Carr's throw complete there to Perry. Down the left sideline.
And just shutting him off there. And down to the 7-yard line.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Williams will try again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Ah, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. After the way it get hectic, don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is texting. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. My label we good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a deal and I got off the block. Cause the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck cause little shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, he get
touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really give truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose up, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. There everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless, but look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole